Hey everyone, I'm back and today we're going to be talking about The Matrix, the first one, and this movie is directed by the Wachowskis, came out in 1999, stars Keanu Reeves, Lawrence Fishburne, and Carrie-Anne Moss, and it's, you know what, I'm going to skip over the plot because I'm pretty sure you know what it is, and I think this is a great movie. Really enjoyed it. The things that I like about the movie are the characters and the story and the sci-fi concepts. I think they're all great. Keanu Reeves, he fits well in the role. Lawrence Fishburne, Carrie-Anne Moss, they're great in this movie, and I love the world that it's set in. I love the real world, and I liked what they did in terms of color palettes. And a lot of the real world is blue, and the Matrix is very green, and that had to do with how they were filming it. And going to other things that I liked about it, the music I think worked really well in this movie. I kind of want to talk about the tone of the movie. It does take itself kind of seriously, but there are moments of cheese, which I do feel is intentional, and to make it a lot more fun. And the action scenes in this movie are also kind of goofy, but it kind of feels as though... But the impression that I get from these action scenes is that it's trying to be really cool, and you see a lot of slow-mo, the bullet time effects. And keep in mind that this movie was, I believe it was the first movie to do all these things, so it started them all. So it'd be pretty unfair to criticize this movie for starting a trend. Without spoiling anything, there are some nicer reveals that come in the movie, and they're very effective, and there's some scenes that are genuinely horrifying to watch towards the beginning. And things that really made me uncomfortable. Not only just what I was shown, but also concept-wise what's going on. And what are the antagonists of the film are capable of. There is a lot of exposition in this movie, and for the most part it's pretty entertaining. There were a couple moments where it was kind of losing my interest, but for the most part I wasn't really bored. And in terms of scenes that I prefer when our characters are in the Matrix as opposed to out of the Matrix, because the Matrix world was where all the action was happening, and I was having a blast watching those scenes, especially in the second half. Whereas everything out of the Matrix, well, it's necessary, and it explains why things the way they are, and all these different things. That's fine and all, but it just didn't grab me as much as the scenes in the Matrix did. And they also establish rules that make sense, like if you die in the Matrix, you die in the real world. And there are some things that don't really make sense when you start to think about them, but you're going to have to accept certain things for the movie to work. And despite some things not making any sense, there's still some cool things in there that are fun to think about. I also enjoyed the journey of our main character. I liked the character of Neo in this movie and where he goes. It's always interesting, and the Matrix. And just watching him discover new things is really what kept me going throughout the movie. And I think that's all I have to say about The Matrix. It's a great movie. It's a classic. Everyone has seen it. There's a lot to talk about in it, and it's remembered for a reason. And it's a lot of fun to watch. It has great characters. The world is interesting and fun. And it pretty much sells you anything that you would want from a movie like this that's both a sci-fi movie and an action movie. And I'm going to give The Matrix a 9 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of The Matrix down below. And my social media links, they will all be in the description down below, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation. And I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that's going to be for Nocturnal Animals. But until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.